We are starting with the audio test, both internal microphones of Samsung Galaxy A35 and A56. The direct upgrade of Galaxy A35 is A36, but some might want to switch to A56. So I'm making this video for you to see the difference. Actually, in terms of camera setup, both are really close. We have ultra-wide main sensor and macro. So I think people will consider this type of upgrade from A35 to A56. Which phone is better in this camera comparison video? I think that's it for the quick audio test. Let the battle begin.
So glad you made it. Party's just beginning.
On the widest portrait mode, which is 1x, you will see that you have a wider field of view on Galaxy A56 compared to A35. The edge detection is not that good for both phones, looking at the hair, but I feel they're okay if you're just looking on a smaller screen.
So worried when I play the
Also, in terms of white balance, we got a warmer skin tone on Galaxy A56.
put me on an island. Caught that egomania.
Now, Galaxy A56 has two focal lengths, which is 1x and 2x, which only crops in on that main sensor. If you need that 50mm look, then upgrading to Galaxy A56 is a good choice.
Don't care what the past is. Caught that egomania.
We only have one focal length on Galaxy A35, which is 1x, and we got 1x and 2x on A56.
Feeling if it means I'm on your TV.
On the selfie, I like the new sensor of Galaxy A56. It is sharper, has more details, and good contrast.
When I'm internet famous, get my 15 minutes. Tell me what you're craving. I want more and more of it. So give your worst.
Alright, after the portrait images, we're testing the vlogging on both phones, 4K 30 FPS using the selfie camera. Later, we will do the outdoors and low-light video recording. But right now, let's do the vlogging test. 4K 30 FPS on selfie camera. I like the video quality on Galaxy A35. There's so much details on Samsung Galaxy A35. But again, if you like softer looking skin, then go with Galaxy A56. I think that's it for the selfie video recording. Now let's check the rear cameras. Now, this is the rear camera vlogging test using the ultra-wide sit-down vlogging test using the ultra-wide 4K 30 FPS on Samsung Galaxy A56 and only Full HD on Samsung Galaxy A35. If you want to use 4K on A35, we need to use the main sensor only for this phone. In terms of video quality, both phones has 0.5x in terms of the field of view, but you have a wider field of view on Galaxy A56. Also, in terms of details, you got better details on A56 compared to A35. There's a bit of noise and artifacts on the video output. And this is my face close-up using the ultra-wide. Now let's check the main sensor. Now we're testing the main sensor vlogging test again, sit-down vlogging test using the main sensor of both phones. 4K 30 FPS on both phones. You can shoot 4K on both Galaxy A35 and A56. In terms of the sensor size, we got 1/2 inch sensor on A35, 1/1.56 inch. It's the same size as Same Phone 2 Pro. And we have a bigger 1/1.56 inch sensor on Samsung Galaxy A56, same with Galaxy S24 FE and other S series. Now in terms of video quality, again, both phones are in 4K video recording, so you have good details on both phones. I think if you're just using the main sensor, then Galaxy A35 is a good phone. Also, a recommendation if you're just using the main sensor for vlogging, you can use Galaxy A35 because it's also cheaper than Galaxy A56. In terms of my face close-up, this is what it would look like using Galaxy A35 and Galaxy A56. I think that's it for the vlogging test using the main sensor. Now, this is the vlogging test using 2x crop on both phones. So we got Full HD resolution on Samsung Galaxy A35 and 4K video recording on Samsung Galaxy A56. I'm not sure why we only have Full HD on Samsung Galaxy A35, though the main sensor can shoot 4K video recording. It's just cropping in on that sensor. I think that's it for the vlogging test, video quality. Now let's check the image test. On the image quality test, starting with the ultra-wide, you will notice you have a colorful grass on Galaxy A56. Compared to a muted look of Galaxy A35, the sky is vibrant on A35 compared to the latest A56. Also, in terms of white balance, you got a warmer look on A56 compared to the cooler A35.
Another day in the office. I've been warming up.
On the main sensor, I might give this to A35 because you'll still see a lot of details on the flowers, and it's all flush on Galaxy A56, but you have a creamier background blur on the latest mid-range.
Y'all can run the rerun. Show you how to work a
But on some shots, you probably wouldn't know the difference on a side-by-side test. They look very similar.
I do it like a pro, gotta hustle, get through it. No sweat, look good when I'm moving. I'm a rise.
On 2x crop, you almost have the same look. The latest mid-range A56 only cleans up the noise better and has better contrast.
Look good when I'm moving. I'm a ride. Listen good.
I know what I'm doing. I'm clean when I'm moving. And I've been on the way, so you know that I'm fluid.
And lastly, the macro capability. Both has macro shot, but there's a certain distance on both Samsung phones. As you can see, I missed the shots on A56 and A35 respectively.
Showing how to work. I roll the sleeves up on my shirt. Built it from the ground. I had to rise some out the dirt.
Watch this. I'ma show you how I do.
Now, this is the outdoor video test. Samsung Galaxy A35 versus A56 in 4K 30 FPS. We got 13 megapixel sensor on Samsung Galaxy A35 and 12 megapixel sensor on Samsung Galaxy A56. Looking at the colors, I think both are the same. You have a bluer sky on A56. And in terms of the grass, you got brighter Samsung Galaxy A56. But if you don't know which phone is which, you wouldn't probably notice the difference on a blind test. In terms of the skin tone, you got good details on A35 and also warmer. Let's check video stabilization. Alright, let's check the rear cameras. So we have the rear camera starting with the ultra wide, and you would notice resolution difference. We have 4K on Samsung Galaxy A56 and only full HD on A35. So you would see difference on the details on the grass. You can only shoot full HD on Galaxy A35. In terms of colors, I think almost the same. We have a more saturated look on Samsung Galaxy A56, but the sky, they're almost the same. Let's check the autofocus and the stabilization. Now let's switch to 4K main cameras. Alright, the video test of the main cameras in 4K 30 FPS, same 50 megapixel sensor. You would see color difference right off the bat. You would see a more colorful Samsung Galaxy A35 compared to A56, and also the sky, a bit natural on Galaxy A56. Let's check vlogging test. Hello, this is what it looks like outdoors, vlogging on these two phones. Let's check the autofocus. And let's check the video stabilization. Now, we also have 2x on both phones. Crop, so this is what it looks like. Again, you got a more vivid look on A35, but I think the autofocus is not working. Now it's focused on both phones. You got an over sharpened look on A56, and if we go to the forward zoom, we got 10x on A56 and also 10x on A35. I like the sharpness on A56 a bit. Switching to the main sensor, which phone do you think is better? Checking the night shots on the ultra wide, you got better sharpness on A56. You got soft and muted colors on Galaxy A35. On pitch black condition, you got better exposure on the latest A56. On the main sensor test, you got a stronger contrast on Galaxy A35, a bit over sharpened, while you have a brighter and better exposed Galaxy A56. Again, looking at the pitch black condition, you got better exposure and details on A56. On 2x crop, if you look on the trees, we got motion blur on A35 more compared to A56. And again, like the main sensor on pitch black condition, you got better exposure and details on A56. Alright, now this is the low light video test on both phones, Galaxy A35 versus A56. So we have 4K video recording on both phones. We have 13 megapixel sensor on Galaxy A35 and we have 12 megapixel sensor on Galaxy A56. In terms of video quality, we get a smoother Galaxy A56 compared to A35. It's a little bit noisier compared to the competition. But in terms of details, we got better details on Galaxy A35, looking at my cap, and also a stronger contrast. So this is a matter of personal taste. I think that's it for the selfie video recording. Now let's check the rear cameras. Now this is the rear camera test, starting with the ultra-wide 4K 30 FPS on Samsung Galaxy A56, and we have Full HD only on Galaxy A35. We got 8 megapixel sensor on A35 and we got 12 megapixel sensor on Galaxy A56. In terms of video quality, we got better video quality of course on the 4K video recording of Galaxy A56. If you look at the details of my hands, you got better quality on Galaxy A56 compared to Galaxy A35. You would see a lot of noise on A35 compared to A56. Now let's check the main sensor. Now we're checking the main sensors of both phones, both 4K 30 FPS video recording. So we got 1/1.96 inch sensor on Galaxy A35 versus 1/1.57 inch on Galaxy A56. So we have a bigger sensor on the latest Galaxy A56. In terms of video quality on 4K video, we got better quality on Galaxy A56 compared to A35. The autofocus is also better on the latest model. It's faster compared to Galaxy A35. Look at the autofocus. I think that's it for the main sensor. Now we're checking the zoom on both phones. So we don't have optical zoom. We only have 2x digital crop on both phones from that 50 megapixel sensor, main sensor. I think it's weird that you can shoot 4K video recording on Galaxy A56 but only Full HD on Galaxy A35. Considering it can shoot 4K video recording on the main sensor, I think that's it for the low light video test. Now let's check the video resolution. And this is the video resolution test, starting with Samsung Galaxy A35 in 4K 30 FPS. And this is Samsung Galaxy A56 and I'm flexing the ultra-wide because you can shoot 4K 30 FPS on both the ultra-wide and the main sensor. I think that's it for our camera comparison video between Galaxy A35 and A56. Is it worth it to upgrade to the newest A56? Leave your comment down below, and as always, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.